Howdy, brothers and sisters. And another beautiful day down there. Went grocery shopping this morning. I don't know, you might have seen me speak other places. Our car broke down, so we just decided not to get one. Wife can't drive, and I don't drive, so we got a brother down the road there. He takes us to the store once a month and drops me off. Goes back home, which is only like 5 minutes away. Waits an hour, comes back, picks me up, brings me home with the groceries. Uh, so, things get taken care of. But while I was sitting there waiting on him to come pick me up, because I told him about an hour, 15 minutes, it only took me about an hour today. So I was sitting there in this old bench out there. And across the street, there's a place I used to work at. I used to be the lead cook in Sonic. And I got to thinking about things. Lately, time has been a lot of my words, and uh, how we spend it, how we use it. And I guess I'll be speaking on it again today. You know, there's two ways that we can deal with time. There's quality and quantity. Now, when I was a cook, and I worked at the Waffle House. I was a cook there at Waffle House too, grill cooking. Man, I really love. I enjoy getting on the grill. I do. I really. It just pleases me to cook. I don't know what it is about it, but I like cooking. I guess it's because I like eating. But working in the food industries over the years, I've come to see quantity versus quality. Now, a lot of places, they want you in and out. If you're sitting at the table and you're just sitting there not doing much, you're but that table could be filled with somebody that's buying another meal and paying. It's quantity. In and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. But I worked for a few bosses, and although that restaurant type, was quantity, they never wanted you to forget that above all, it was about quality. There was two guys, me and another guy down there, and he was quick on the grill. He could cook out quantity, but every meal wasn't quality. He'd hit and miss on them. Tater tots done too much. Because a lot of people they special order food, or the hamburger was made just right. Because he got going so fast, he put mustard on it because it called for mustard, but they had said they didn't want mustard. See, so quantity takes away from quality. You can have both. You can have both. This is called temperance. It's a balance, and we can have our time. Because look, there's 24 hours in a day. You can't get no more than 24 hours in a day. Your quantity is set. It's a done deal. But see, your quality within those hours, that's up to you. That's up to each and every one of us on how we spend our time. Clearing the plate was a message I had. Lately, it's been on my heart, I guess, how we spend our time. How is it quality time with God? I guess that's a simple question. Is the time you're spending with God, is it quality time or is it quantity time? Because see, you can give God all the time in the world, but if it's not quality time, if it's not, if you haven't, it says in the Word that if you have aught with your brother before you come and make your offering. Okay, see, we take that in the new covenant, since we don't do that no more. But if I go to God in prayer, and I have out with my brother, do you know that my prayers are hindered? So is that quality time, or is it just quantity time? Or have we become such a mindset of that appearance of religion that we have forsaken the quality of the time? Now you can take that into your families as well. Do you, I know nowadays you young folks, man, I don't pity y'all at all. It's hard enough for me back in my days, and I worked 7 days a week. I drove a truck. I had to work 7 days a week. See, you hear that? You hear that come out of my mouth? I had to work 7 days a week. I didn't have to work no 7 days a week. I wanted that money though. So, was my time spent at the house with my wife? Was it quality or quantity? I gotta admit, I showed her on both accounts. The quality wasn't there because I was working 7 days a week, and the quality wasn't there because when I was there, see, I was busy doing other things. I showed my wife in both areas. So we can have one area or the other. We can have both areas, or we can be short in both areas. I know this. I know the time that I spend with my father. I, I want it to be quality. I want it to be quality because if it is quality, then the quality I spend with him is okay. So I ask you today, is your time being spent in quality, desiring that pure heart, just talking to him? God, he hears so many people whining and complaining and praying stuff that, man, just useless prayers. Have you just spending time with him? You know, I envy Adam at a point in his life. He walked through the coolness of the evening in the garden. To walk with God in the garden, in the coolness of the evening, he got to do that. I have never yet to do that in the actual. I've done it in the spiritual quite much. So, you might want to think about that. I don't know. That's just me. Something gets on my heart. I got to come out here and say howdy to everybody. Folks, time ain't on our side, as the old song goes. We've only got so much of it. You can't add to the quantity, but you can add to the quality. Now take a moment today and just step back for a minute. If you got to get in your car and go take a ride by yourself, don't turn on the radio, because see, the radio now is going to sidetrack you. If you got to go for a walk in the woods, and if you just got to, whatever your case may be, go to God and ask him, Father, how can I make our time more of a quality time? Search my heart, speak to me. Because this world is so loud. That's the only way I can say it. And it can deter you from what we should be becoming. And in that, we're doing exactly what God said don't do. Do not be conformed to the image of this world. So, like I said today, take a minute, husbands and wives, get into a quiet place and ask each other honestly, how can I spend more quality time with you? What would be, because see, what I think is quality time might not be what my wife thinks is quality time. So that's why I said go to God and ask Him. Husbands, go to your wives and ask them. Wives, go to your husbands. Parents, if you can slow down your kids for a while and reel them in and have them actually sit down for a conversation, ask them, how can our time, which is limited, how can we spend that more in an area of quality? Just a word today. As always, I'm praying for you. I love you, and I'll see y'all next time.